This chorale was written by Martin Luther and transcribed by myself to include voice doubling in a string quartet and harpsichord. As well, the lyrics were translated into English and matched to the original voice parts as appropriately as possible. The translated lyrics are as follows. The eye alone sees water, the people pour water, the Spirit's power understood as Jesus Christ's blood, and flows like a red tide, is colored with the blood of Christ, heal all of the damage done, inherited through Adam, though the sins live on through ourselves. For the second project of the semester, the class was instructed to create an arrangement based on a melody using at least 6 instruments, 2 of which had to be from the woodwinds, 2 from the brass family, and 2 percussion instruments. I chose Greensleeves because I enjoy the melody a lot, and it was the first thing that popped into my head. The song was originally written during the Renaissance, although the exact composer and date are unknown. Greensleeves has been thought to be about a promiscuous woman, since at the time the word green had sexual connotations. It perhaps speaks to the adaptability and versatility of the melody that it can be used for such songs as What Child Is This?, A Christmas Carol written in 1865 by William Chatterton Dix. I kept the piece in A minor and 3/4 since that is how it is usually presented. To keep a Renaissance feel, I used instruments that perhaps may have been used during the time period, such as lute and tambourine. The final composition involved the orchestration of a mini-symphony. From the provided template, I chose C-sharp minor and 4/4 for the first movement with an ABA form. Here the melody is first presented in the woodwinds and later doubled in the brass section and dragged out in the woodwind section again at the end of the movement with a harmonization. As will be commonplace throughout the symphony, the harp provides an introduction which is harmonized with thirds and repeated throughout the movement. In addition, the string section and timpani display motives that will also be repeated later in the symphony.
Thank you.
This movement is much slower and shorter than the first, with the same time signature, but in the relative major of C sharp minor, E major. The melody is displayed in the harp while a building brass section is featured. I think this is my favorite movement out of the three. This movement returns to C sharp minor, is a little quicker, and changes the key signature to 6/8. As with the other two movements, the harp initiates the movement where it expresses a variation on the melody. The woodwinds and strings play harmonized, augmented versions of the melody, with the addition of the brass later on. Since there is a lot of syncopation in the piece, the snare drum helps to keep the 6/8 time. The timpani rhythm of successive 16th notes is seen again, as well as the motive from the string section in movement 1, which is particularly highlighted at measure 20. The movement is essentially of variations on the A section for movement 1 as it builds toward a resounding conclusion.